Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm so glad you're here this morning. Got two special guests here in the studio. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Highway 7 and 7. It's going to be a nice day. We got some rain coming, but this morning should be nice. This weekend should be okay, but this rain coming in. We've had some real cool mornings. I know y'all have enjoyed that. High today, 74, low 64. But ready for this. Water temperature, 68.2. So this weekend for the Spanish mackerel tournament and all kinds of things going on, water temperature is going to be in good shape. We're not going to have the tides and all. The river readings brought to us by, listen, Mountain Dew has been really good to Panhandle Outdoors, and their slogan is "Take it outside." And we're just so proud to have them part of our show. So keep that in mind as you're having some refreshments. Mountain Dew. River readings, Apalachicola, Bluntstown, 10.2, staying level. All those folks down at Howard Creek, I was down the other day just waiting for the river to get down because it's the right time of the year. The Choctahatchee Carabelle, 6.6. Tide chart, like I said, brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Neap tides, not much tidal flow today, tomorrow, and not much on Saturday. We're going to kick in next week for the tidal flow. Marine forecast, south-southeast at 10 to 20. It's going to be blowing today. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back with our special guest. All right, welcome back. And we have our Students of the Month for the month of April for Moser High School Outdoor Education, John Michael Paruka and Sydney Atkins. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
they're nervous, but listen, how do you like this? How do you like this dress schedule? Now, is this a nice? They called me last night. Want to know what color I was going to wear. Like in high school. No, they didn't really. It just happened. All right, Sydney, we're going to start with you. One thing neat is their parents went to Moser High School.
Yes, sir.
That's cool. Sydney, tell us about yourself. Okay. You have a twin brother.
Yes, sir, I do.
Who has been on the show.
Yes, sir. I think he was on here the last time or the time before. Mm-hmm. So.
Are you a senior at Mosley?
Yes, sir, and I'm planning to go to Gulf Coast.
Planning on going to Gulf Coast, and you don't know yet what you want to major in?
No, sir.
That's pretty normal for you and your classmates at 18 years old. John Michael?
Yes, sir. About the same plan, going to Gulf Coast and getting a degree in business, some type. Not really sure what I'm going to do with that, though.
And I was telling them if they didn't talk a lot, they're going to have to sing. And you said your brother actually went to college singing.
Yes, sir, I did. My brother went to Troy on a choir scholarship.
That's pretty strong. Okay. Now, when it comes to outdoors, let's talk about your senior year. Have y'all had a good senior year, Sydney? You have a good time this year? Have you had some good friends and all?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the things y'all have done that's been fun, enjoyable kind of things? I know the hurricane sort of messed up everybody, but.
I mean, I work, but just whenever I can, just go hang out with my friends and do whatever. We can go to the beach.
And tell folks where you work.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. And my little granddaughter works there sometimes too.
Yes, sir.
In fact, every time I go there, I see Sydney back there working hard.
Thank you.
So John Michael, how's your senior year been going?
It's been going great.
Good year?
Yes, sir. I went down to the Keys over winter break. Did a little spear fishing and fishing down there. Caught some nice tuna and some nice king mackerel and shot a couple jacks and had a good time down there. You
really enjoy fishing, huh?
Yes, sir.
They sent some pictures last night. We got them all. We're going to show you some pictures in a minute. What's your favorite outdoor activity, Sydney?
Probably just going to the beach.
Just going out to the beach. Isn't that nice? Isn't that relaxing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you swim much, or just go out there and lay around?
Just lay around.
And talk, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite outdoor activity?
Inshore fishing. I'm going to have to go with that. I've been in a couple tournaments, and it's just so much fun to me. I don't know.
Paruka, now, if that name rings a bell with you, if y'all remember on the show several years back, I hooked up with a guy named Frank Paruka when we did a sturgeon video on the Choctahatchee River. We went with him 2 or 3 times. Now, who is Frank in relation to you?
Is my grandfather.
His grandfather, so that fishing genetic goes down through the family, I know. How's he doing?
He's doing great. He's retired but still working there. He still shows up there at least.
Does he still show up at the office?
Yep.
I got to get over there. I'm going to go around there and see them and all.
Head up there.
Is he still doing the sturgeons?
Yeah, occasionally.
That's cool. I know Frankie watching. We got to get together and do some of that. Okay, now when we look at these pictures, let's see. We'll start with Frank first, okay? That's not gonna hurt your feelings. I mean, Frank. I mean, John Michael. Oh, Frank's in these. So let's see. We're gonna start. Okay, you can see it here. It's gonna show up on the screen. Now, tell us. Okay, I got it right here, John Michael. Tell us about this picture right here.
So this right here is a snapper I caught out on Captain Anderson's charter boat the other day. We were really just fishing for beeliners, and I decided to just hook up a nice big full squid on I want to say a 5/0 hook, and sent it down there and pulled that up. And
you're trying to catch beeliners, and a little red snapper getting away, don't you?
Yeah.
That's aggravating, isn't it?
It is.
All right. How about this one?
So this one is a nice little bass I caught up in some ponds in Greenhead at Leisure Lakes. They're all natural lakes, no motors allowed, just rowboats pretty much. And you can catch some nice fish in there, and it's a
what kind of boat were you in here?
That was just like a John boat.
Little John boat. They're hard to beat, those little John boats. Okay.
So this one was actually up at one of my buddies' farms, and they have a pond up there that they do. That they don't stock it. It's a natural pond, but there's just a lot of fish there.
A lot of fish in there. What'd you catch them on?
Worm, nice green worm.
That's good color. That's a pretty picture there.
Yeah, this is at those same lakes up there. This is kind of back up in the cypress swamps.
Are those ponds got a lot of water in them now? There's a lot of,
yeah.
Okay.
So this one was actually in Alabama, and I actually was in a baseball tournament, and then I was driving down the road and saw that there was a pond right there, and I happened to have my rod in the back and just pulled over. And
so you just pulled over side of the road. Now that's when you love fishing.
Started tearing them up.
That's cool.
So this one was actually last winter. When it was a little bit colder, the redfish were coming back up into some of the ponds that I threw on the waders and decided to walk in and see if I could find some.
And what'd you catch that one on?
That was a little John mirror lure with the red.
A little mirror lure. You got your waders on.
I do.
It was cold, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
This one was actually, so these two, caught these in the winter time as well. They came out on the flats on a lower tide, and so I was able to actually really sight fish those. And they were a little bit easier to catch, and there was probably 50.
So you were sight fishing for those. That's something people in the wintertime, a lot of times they sort of tune out to fishing, but there's some good fishing in the wintertime.
Yeah, you just got to know how to do it.
Yeah. So you learned how to do it over the years.
Yes, sir.
Who taught you how to do it?
Well, I've been fishing with my buddy Ben Gilchrist for a long time, and he's taught me a lot, and we've just learned from other anglers that around locally.
Yeah, so that's a good way to do it. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with our students. Okay, welcome back. So here with John Michael and Sydney, and we're so proud to have them senior year at Mosley High School. I bet your parents can't just look at you and just shake their head. I can't believe you're a senior. Have they told you that? How many times have they told you all that?
Yes, sir.
1,000 times. Well, speaking of pictures and all, we're going to do we got more pictures and all. And Sydney, tell us about these right here.
This one's us at Howard's Creek a few years ago during 4th of July. We were just kind of riding the razor and having fun.
Y'all do the 4th of July parade at Howard Creek?
When we can, yes, sir.
Do y'all have a place down there?
My mom's friends do. So.
Oh, well, I gotta find out where it's at, because we have to hook up down there and do some fishing.
Yes, sir.
Literally hook up. All right, all right, here we go. That's cool. 4th of July parade. Now, tell us about this one.
This is the same people that own the place at Howard's Creek. We went camping with them at one of the state parks, and just after the day, we just decided to play some cornhole.
You know, that's fun, just getting out doing that.
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
This is me and my cousins. We went to Key West. That's the 7-mile bridge in the back, and we were tired of tubing, so we just all fit on the jet ski and decided to.
That looked like fun.
Yes, sir. This is me and my dad deer hunting. we didn't. I think we only saw one thing, but it was just kind of fun to go with him.
And your dad, I've known your dad since he was a teenager and all. I know he's real proud of y'all.
This is just me at church camp. We were just kind of out walking around, and we saw the big wall, and we just.
Where is this?
Lookout Mountain, Georgia.
Okay. And what church was it?
I was with my church, Highland Park Baptist.
Oh, cool. All right. What is this?
This is me and my brother feeding the tarpon in Key West, and then my dad was gonna come up kind of behind us and just.
Y'all didn't jump, did you?
No, sir.
Hey, that's fun. I haven't done it. I've talked to so many people who've done it. That's
It's a lot of fun, yes, sir.
They're tarpon pretty big?
Oh, yes.
They're real big?
Bigger than me. This is after the hurricane. Just me and my friends decided to just kind of, and just kind of hang out.
Oh, man.
So.
Did y'all have a lot of damage at your house?
Not too bad, but just kind
Y'all
of.
just chilling here, huh?
Yes, sir.
John Mike, how about y'all? Did y'all have a lot of damage, or?
We didn't have much damage to our house. We just had a lot of trees down in our yard, and so we're still working on getting our yard redone. But our house is in pretty good shape right now.
Let's see if we can pick up where. Was that your last picture here?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we showed that one. So now let's go to the next picture here. This is like a tournament?
Yeah, so that was in an amateur Emerald Coast tournament, and that's actually Ben Gilchrist right there.
Okay.
We did a lot of fishing. It was a long day. We started off. We caught that first fish on the left that I'm holding early in the morning, and just spent the next 5 hours looking for him. And we're starting to come down to the end here, and we couldn't get a second fish. And then we finally hit one last spot, and he was there, and we hooked up with him, and then headed on back to Bay Point for the weigh-in. And
isn't that amazing how the fishing goes in cycles, and all of a sudden you just hit that bingo, you just hit that big one right there. That's cool. Okay, and let's see.
So that one's another red snapper I caught last season, just out in the Gulf.
Okay.
And that's a nice trout I caught actually in the back of Candlewick neighborhood.
Now this is funny because you can tell this is after Hurricane Michael, right? Because of the blue roof.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was.
You can see the blue roof all the blue roofs in the background. It will catch them up in a canal, or what?
Yeah, it was on like a grass flat.
Yeah, that's a nice trout right there.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you catch them on?
On a Z-Man New Penny.
Okay.
Lure.
All right.
So that one right there, that bull red, I was fishing at the state park. I was fishing for flounder, and I was using small little bull minnows and just flipping them out there on the drop-off that I knew. And it was really slow. We hadn't had any flounder, and then I had my rod set down in a rod holder, and I was fishing with a jig, and then that rod just went off, and I went over and I actually caught that on a 2500 battle pen, so it was a real small reel.
Oh my goodness.
With 10-pound braid, and ended up having to fight that thing for about 30 minutes till we got it in.
10-pound test line. That's cool. What kind of leader? You have a shock leader on?
Fluorocarbon leader.
That's cool. And again, we talk about this all the time. You're out there, we've done it all the time. Everything's going real slow, and all of a sudden, boom, it just happens. And so you always got to be prepared. That's a nice fish there.
That was a king mackerel we'd caught down in the Keys.
King mackerel. All right.
So there's some nice brim I caught up at those Leisure Lake ponds.
You can tell those are sandhill fish because they're dark color. Like when you see them that real dark color like that, that's fascinating. All right, let's see. You got another one? Let's see.
Yeah, that one was at another pond.
Is that you or an imposter?
That's me.
Okay.
That's me. That was that's probably my record right there. That was a 25-inch bass, probably about 8 pounds, 8 or 9 pounds.
Whoa, nice one. Okay, and now here's my favorite of all of them.
So there's old Frank.
He ain't changed a bit.
This was back a long time ago, probably when I was about 8 or 9.
Got a little zip code, looks like.
This was actually in Mississippi. I was on an all-star team, and then we ended up making it to Mississippi somehow to play. And
you went fishing on the trip.
Had to go fishing.
That is cool.
Trip.
That is cool. And that's the thing about anywhere you go. I know you mentioned that anywhere you go, you can do something outdoors.
For sure.
All right, that's cool. All right, now let's get back to your senior year, to all the things y'all been doing your senior year and all. Let's look into your freshman year now. Where are you going to school next year?
Gulf Coast.
Sydney's going to Gulf Coast, and you have no idea what you want to do.
No, sir.
Are you going to continue working at Chick-fil-A while?
I hope to, yes, sir.
That's a fun place to work, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The food, I always enjoy the food, but I just enjoy going up there and seeing all the people.
Yes.
You always run into somebody up there, and then somebody, they come around. Are you working, or are you just all going to school?
I work at a Men's Warehouse on the beach, actually.
Okay.
The suit store, and I help people find a good suit for their occasions.
Oh, good, good.
And then I also go out on the Captain Anderson's boat sometime and help out there.
Like a little deckhand or something? That's a good idea.
Yes, sir.
Now, you thought about maybe going into fishing as a career?
Yes, sir. Starting my own business, and I'm not sure if we want to do inshore or offshore.
Yeah.
But that's definitely one of the possibilities I've been looking into.
You brought up something good, important too. I've said here with former students and all who are now captains. I know Justin Leake and Matt Smith had that same idea when they were your age, and they went through with it. And it was a gamble to start with because they didn't know they were going to make it or not, and they've done real well. Jason Shingler, so many local captains do well, and that goes to one of the things that we do around here a lot. We catch and release. Yeah. And that helps everybody. Now, we eat our share of fish. Yeah. We eat our share of fish, but we release the ones we don't eat. Sydney, if you had to choose just one outdoor activity you could do, what do you think what would it be? Oh. Fishing, camping,
I do like
other than going to the
camp.
beach. Now, we don't go.
I gotcha. Probably camping.
Camping?
It's fun.
So y'all, you go to state park and go camping, or just out in Sand
Well,
Hills?
when we can sometimes.
Yeah. It's hard as a senior. Y'all just stay busy, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Our time flies by. We're going to take our final break and come back with our Students of the Month. Okay, welcome back. We have John Michael. John Michael Peruka, and his name. Who you named after?
Frank Peruka.
You named after Frank Peruka, okay. And Sydney's nickname is Jelly Bean, right? And she said, "How did I know that? But I know so much about you, so I should have been calling you Jelly Bean the whole show. But I got a message to call you Jelly Bean, so I don't know the whole story. What's the story behind that?"
Well, when I was younger, my favorite candy was jelly beans. Just like specific ones, but my dad would just be like, okay, and started calling me it. So then I just started calling him that. But
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, let's do our fishing game time brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. And don't forget the tent sale starts today. And I said all week, I said I'm gonna try to make it today, but sometimes your plan changes. And my plan changes more since Erica Michael than it ever has. But I'm gonna try to go down either today or tomorrow to the Blue Water tent sale. Okay, and it's going to be a big one, so y'all don't miss it, okay? And 12:05 a.m. to 2:05. That's funny because that's what it was yesterday. And 12:27 to 2:27 today in the middle of the day, okay? We got a quick 6-second video, John Michael. I want to set us up this video. Where are we when are we on what boat?
So we're on the Captain Anderson's main charter boat.
Okay.
And we were
This is recently.
This is a week ago.
A week ago. Now, we talk about the fish out there now. Check this out, okay? So we got it rolling, so tell us about what's going on. Oh, look at beeliners.
So this was a 6-hour trip that we had ran.
I'm going to show it again. Keep talking. We're going to show it again.
We got there about 6 and had cut a couple blocks of squid, and it wasn't going to be a real long day. It wasn't, but it was a nice day going out. It was kind of slow to start off, but then we just got on them, and man, they couldn't stop catching those beeliners, and everybody got their limit that day, and had some left over for the deckhands, so that's always a plus. But
that was cool. That was a cool trip. That's a memorable trip.
Yeah.
Okay, Sydney, if you look back, what are some of your favorite memories of your senior year? What are some fun things y'all really enjoyed doing this year now?
Just being I just kind of like only did school and work, so like any free time I just was fun to go out with my friends. And
well, what's been your favorite class at Mosley?
Outdoor ed.
Outdoor ed?
Sure.
Oh my goodness. Have y'all already had your cookouts?
We had one.
And we're going to do the faculty cookout pretty soon. But like 2 weeks from yesterday, or it's going to be about 2 weeks, we got the pier fishing trip, right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all going to be on it?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm coming out to that, and John Michael's going to be exempt. He's not going to be in the contest, so we're going to have whatever girl catches the biggest fish, we're going to have a prize, and I'm sure that's going to be you.
Oh.
And but that's going to be a fun trip.
Yes, sir.
And what's been one of your favorite memories your senior year?
So over winter break, me and my friend Shane Skibba headed down to the Keys.
Yeah.
Actually, all the way down to Key West for New Year's, and we did a lot of fishing down there and caught some nice tuna and some king mackerel, and did a little bit of spear fishing on some of the reefs down there. Yeah. Which was a lot nicer than here because the water's a lot clearer down there. Yeah. Also, we don't have the reefs that they have down there. We have a couple reef balls over in Mexico Beach that we usually go and spearfish, but nothing like those natural bottom reefs.
Oh, cool. Now, and what's been your favorite class at Mosley or this year?
Man, you know the answer to that.
Everybody, so I'm going to ask you this. Do you think outdoor education should be in every class?
100%.
Oh, yes, sir.
Isn't it a good class? I mean,
Yes,
I
sir.
preach it because I'm a little prejudiced toward it, but now we get, this is, genuine, these are the results of outdoor education and all. I wish everybody did it and they could. So we want to try to get in all the schools. Okay, Gulf Coast, maybe we can start an outdoor ed class at Gulf Coast College.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That'd be cool.
Yes,
I hadn't
sir.
thought about that. That's a good idea. And I'll come out there as guest speaker or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have a fishing field trip and have a cookout and all.
Right.
Now we got a faculty cookout coming up, and this outdoor ed always does it. We've been doing it for years, do a cookout fish fry for the faculty. Now that's pretty soon, right? A couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
maybe? And then senior recognition, all kinds of things coming up.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yes.
Okay, we've got about a minute or two left. Now, like I say, in the future, you think what kind of outdoor stuff? If y'all raise a family and all that, what are you going to do with your family? What kind of outdoor things you going to do with your family later on?
Well, hopefully maybe go camping. I know my dad likes to hunt and fish, so I'm sure he's going to want that.
You're going to want that.
Same thing, just doing a lot of fishing and hunting.
That's a big part of your life, isn't it?
Yes,
It
sir.
really is. I'm so proud to see these young people partaking of things like this. It's cool. Now let's go from outdoor ed to the other academic classes. Have you had some enjoyable other academic classes?
Yes, sir.
What are some of those?
I'm in math.
You enjoy math?
Yes, sir.
Good for you.
Thank you.
This year, I'm gonna have to say AP Government because I've never been big into politics, and this class has just gotten me a little bit more involved
That's
with the
cool.
politics going on.
That's cool. That's part of the maturation process where you start accepting things and say, oh, this is sort of fun instead of not cool and all. When the graduation, I guess, graduation night, you'll be at Tommy Oliver's, then you have your grad party or something after. Y'all looking forward to that?
Yes, sir.
That'll be fun too. Any shout outs to anybody y'all want to say? I know you got to say something about your mom, and you too about your mom. You got to wave at them and all.
Gonna have to.
Because I know they do a lot for y'all.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you.
Now you got to go to school.
Yes.
Y'all gonna run by Chick-fil-A and get a biscuit?
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors tomorrow. Now we'll have to do the big fishing report and give away some seafood from Tarpon Dock. So y'all have a great day, enjoy the great outdoors, and do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.